Dear students, we are starting with the chemistry experiment which is based on the formation of colloid. In this experiment, we'll be preparing and purifying ferric hydroxide sol, that is ferric hydroxide colloid, which is hydrophobic in nature. So we will be carrying out this with the help of chemical reaction. This is experiment number 12. In this experiment, we have to prepare colloidal solution, that is sol, of ferric hydroxide, and we have to purify it by dialysis. The material required is conical flask, beaker, boiling tube, glass rod, funnel, burner, tripod stand, ferric chloride solution, distilled water, and silver nitrate solution. The theory behind this experiment is that the colloidal state, that is intermediate situation between true solution and suspension, that means the particle size lies between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, and it has dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Like in solution we say solute and solvent is there, and depending upon the nature of interaction, the colloids are classified as lyophilic, that is solvent loving. They have affinity for solvent and they make bond with it easily. And the other category is lyophobic. So that means solvent repelling. They do not make bond easily, so they are slightly difficult to make. The one that we are going to make, ferric hydroxide sol, that is a lyophobic sol, irreversible one. We have already studied about such examples in the chapter surface chemistry. And the chemical method that we are adopting here is we'll carry out the hydrolysis of ferric chloride. We'll add ferric chloride to boiling water and it will produce ferric hydroxide. Hydrolysis produces insoluble ferric hydroxide, which acquires positive charge due to the presence of ferric ions. And the HCl produced destabilizes the sol, so it must be removed by the process of dialysis. That is why we have to carry out the purification now. The procedure is in 250 ml conical flask, 100 ml distilled water is to be boiled first, and then 2-3% aqueous ferric chloride solution is to be added to it dropwise with continuous stirring. We'll continue heating it till we get a deep reddish brown solution of FeOH3. Then the sol is ready. This is to be purified now because there is HCl in it. So we'll take a glass funnel and fold the parchment paper into the shape of a bag and tie it to the end of the stem of the funnel with a thread. Now pour the sol prepared containing HCl into this bag through the funnel and immerse the bag containing sol in 500 ml beaker which is having distilled water in it. Allow the bag to be in water for around 15 minutes, and then when you take small quantity of water from the beaker in a test tube and add AgNO3 solution to it, you will observe white precipitate is formed. That is because Cl minus has traveled out of the bag, which was the impurity, and you took distilled water. So in the beginning, if you check with AgNO3, you will not get the white precipitate, but after some time you will get the white precipitate because the purification, that is dialysis, is taking place. And the result is the ferric hydroxide sol is prepared and purified by dialysis. The precautions that we have to take for this experiment: ferric hydroxide to be prepared by a chemical method. So we are carrying out hydrolysis of ferric chloride, that is to be added dropwise, slowly. Heating to be continued till the sol is obtained. This you can easily make out by the change in color. From light orangish, the color will change to deep reddish brown, and it will appear like a solution. When you see through the beaker, there should not be any precipitation. It should be like a clear solution. Only 2/3 of the bag should be filled with salt to ensure that there is no leakage, because you are just taking a paper, parchment paper, and folding it in the shape of a bag. So if you fill it above 2/3 of the bag to that level, then some salt might leak into the solution and you will not be able to observe the dialysis properly. and we must take distilled water. Otherwise, already if minerals are present, then also dialysis process will not be carried out properly. That completes this experiment also. Thank you.